Hello, hello, hello. Happy Sunday. Happy afternoon. Happy Super Bowl Sunday. Are you celebrating at your house? Are you at a party? We're not doing any kind of party. We're not really even celebrating. We are cooking ribs. Gotta have ribs. And let's see, we are Ted's hubby's watching TV and I'm streaming. And then I will be watching TV. All right. You know, when you have days that but it's better if you don't talk. Too much will come out. Too much will come out. So, I needed to I have a bunch of plying to do, but I decided not to do that because I'm going to add to more plying. I needed to figure out what to do with this bobbin that has all the advent fibers on it. Right? It's a rainbow. It started with certain colors and it has progressed out through the final blue green. Okay. And I truly didn't want to make it barber pole, like really like use white merino, which of course I have a lot of that. And black I felt like, well, I'm going to get part of it looking barber pole because of the lighter colors. And I didn't want to do that. Let me put this back here. This is bugging me. And I finally was thinking, okay, I think I'm going to look into the alpaca to see if maybe there's a kind of a fawn color tan, something like that, not true white. And I looked into that, and I've got to process it to begin with. And then as I was doing that, I was going through cleaning out some boxes anyway of fiber, and I hit a bunch of leftover breed study fibers where I don't need them for the breed study, and they've got 4 ounces, 2 ounces, or they have a fair amount, and one's a little more gray brown. This is blue faced Leicester, and it's nice. It's a real nice. And the other one is a Romney. It's more true brown. It's a very interesting fastener here. One of those really old-fashioned. Oh, you can't see it very well. You know, like that. I haven't seen those for a long time. Anyway, this is not quite as soft, and it's more true brown. But I think there's going to be enough of this, right? Both of these. I'm going to start with the blue face Leicester, which will put it on the inside, which will match with the inside of the other bobbin, which is the lighter colors, and work out and do the brown. I have this interesting bit in my Romney because at one point in time, my grandson was out here and he really wanted I want to learn to spin, Grandma. I want to learn to spin. Yeah. And of course, this is what he was spinning, right? This big, thick bit like this. So I stuck it back in the bag. I'm going to salvage a little bit of it, but some of it I got to just go ahead and I don't know what I'll do with it. This bit right here, I figure out what I'll do with that later. This is all right. This is spinnable. But that's not going to come for a while. And I'm going to do the blue face Leicester all on one bobbin. I'm going to put the Romney, same bobbin, right? I'm just going to make a bobbin with the two fibers back to back. So that's what we're starting with today, and it's helping me. I just need to get this project finished with this big bobbin and get some other big projects going on the Yara. So that's why I decided to do that today. I do have 4 of the nano bobbins, 2 whites, which is Cormo, my crappy Cormo, and it's still crappy. I did 1 bobbin, half of what I have left to spin on the Roberta. The other half is sitting back there on the bed, and I decided the mood I was in today, I was not going to spend it on stream. I'm going to spend something nice, something processed by somebody else, something that is just going to be really pleasant and relaxing to spin. So, that's what we're going to do. All right. I just put my bobbin on, but I haven't brought my leader out. Um, we just don't, so that you're not alarmed, we are fine. Hubby and I are both fine. Um, we just were presented with a home improvement project that we weren't ready to do. And the house said, no, you got to do this right now. So, that's why I'm like, not today, right? I'm frustrated by that. That's all. That's all it is. Nothing major. Except it was very dusty. Hi, knitter. It was a very, very dusty project. I didn't expect it to be that, and so I didn't put a mask on, and I am still trying to get some of that taken care of in my throat, and well as if you hear me coughing, it's not because I'm sick. It's just because I got into dust that I didn't expect to get into in the house. How are you today, knitter? This is Blueface Lester. Famous Blueface Lester. Very nice fibers. Although I have had softer than this in the past. I don't know if I'm going to need to pre-draft this or not. Let me try it first without pre-drafting, see how it goes. And I think my wheel's a little too close to me. Let's see if that's still in the camera. Sorry about that. My new camera should be here tomorrow. I'm excited about that. Alright, so we're going to draft thick here at first, and I've got a ton of pull-in. I must have been plying last. So let's take that pull-in back. I don't think I want to do this woolen. I'm going to try and do it worsted because the other fibers were, spun that way that I want to ply it with. So that means a little slower spinning and not quite as much pull in. Oh, yep. Still have too much pull in. Maybe I do need to pre-draft this. Hopefully your ads are all over and everything. Knitter, what are you working on today? Are you watching Super Bowl? You know, it used to be I really, really, really looked forward to. I like football. I like watching football. It used to be I looked forward to it as time to craft. And lately, and that's true of any TV watching really, but lately I haven't wanted to craft even while I'm watching TV. I'm just haven't been in the mood to do it. Maybe I got burned out with Christmas. I don't know. Oh, yeah, this is better if I pre draft this. It always makes a difference. Hopefully, there'll be very little waste with this. This is just beautiful processing. Let's see where it's from. Let's see if I can remember. Spinning Loft, but I bought it at a fiber fair. But it's called the Spinning Loft. 4 ounces. So the ribs are cooking. The potato salad is made. I'm looking forward to supper, can you tell? I'm also happy because I got my hair cut yesterday. I'm always just my hair is just so much happier when it's not too long. You're working the crossword puzzle? Good for you. You do the New York Times? I don't. Ooh, that's a toughie. But I do easier ones. We don't get paper. Um, there just isn't any good local paper. The small town doesn't. I mean, they put out one and it's nothing but ads, and I don't need to. I don't shop there, so. And the bigger town is just. I used to like it, and I don't like it at all. It's funny how when they change management and they change whatever, they just don't write articles that interest me anymore. And of course, I don't live in that big city, so that might make a difference too. I can go to it, but I live pretty far out. So, but it used to be we'd get the Sunday paper all the time from that town, and we'd look at the ads that they'd put in, and they took those away too. You know, your grocery store ads and Macy's and Target and Walmart. Uh-uh. No ads at all. So it was like, well, we're just not going to subscribe. I've seen people do crossword puzzles as a stream. I haven't seen it for a long time. I saw it when I first was watching, other streamers and starting to stream myself. So I don't know if anybody does now, and I just don't know about it. But I thought that was, well, that's okay. It's not bad, you know. Have a little conversation if you're stuck on a clue. So I've decided the next 2 weeks I am going to focus on my room upstairs. I have a number of projects sort of in the works up there, right? And I need to get some things done and put away and tidied up a little bit. So that's going to be my goal for the next 2 weeks. And it's supposed to get really kind of very spring like next week with not too much rain, a little bit, but I'm excited about that. I might get some outside time. Get my one fleece finished. It's was I was in process of picking it after washing it. Yeah, getting it ready to either card or comb. And I when since I couldn't do it outside once it got, well, the holidays got here, so that was another thing. But after we holidays were over, it was too cold. So I want to get that up and done. Might be the next thing, big thing I spin. If I get the drum carding done. Oh, this is so nice. I was just miserable spinning that Cormo. I shouldn't have. Oh, speaking, I was going to say I shouldn't have kept that wool. I should have just done something else with it. But speaking of that, I saw the best idea in a catalog, and I got to figure out how to do it. It's basically taking something that you can stuff with wool that it sticks out a little bit. So think of like a fruit bag that is a mesh bag. Think of a mesh bag. And you put your they just showed wool sticking out of it. I would use stuff that I had picked open pretty good, and just grab it with a crochet hook and pull it out of there, and you hang it up outside, and the birds use it for their nesting, which is just like the coolest idea ever. So I want to make I want to make some, hang them outside. Might even use it for a booth idea when I do my booth in November. I am plying this with, remember the fiber Advent? The Advent fiber that was from the year before last, and it was a whole series of colors. And this is the outside of the bobbin, but there's the colors. Uh, I can't. Yeah, there we go. So this is what it's going to get plied with. And I have no idea what the fiber is on that Advent. It was never stated. I believe it was merino. But the Blueface Leicester and the Romney will be fine with it. This is Blueface Leicester. I don't have enough of the Blueface Leicester, but I have a Romney that's pretty close color. And so I'm just going to put both on this bobbin. I'll do the Blueface Leicester first, which will apply with the inside of that, the lighter colors. And then the Romney's just a little browner. I think it'll be good. I had to think a while. I didn't want to do white. I didn't want to do black. I couldn't do a multicolor. I wanted a solid color. It took me a little while to think of it, and I was in the process of reorganizing fiber, and I kept running into fiber that I had gotten for the breed studies that I no longer. I did, I did the little bit, but I never finished the big amounts that I got when I bought it. So that's when I pulled out the Blueface Leicester and the Romney, which is both are sort of a gray brown. Because originally I thought, oh, tan. I want a tan color. And there's no such thing as a tan, really, as a tan wool. There might be from a Jacob or a Shetland, but I didn't think I really had any. And the CMV is next as far as that color, and it's more gray. And once I got to thinking about the gray, and I saw this, then I thought, well, this will be real good if I have enough. If I don't have enough, I'll have to go to the CVM. I said CMV. CVM. I'll have to go to the CVM if I don't have enough. Oops. Hang on. Wait for me. Okay, spinning wheel. There you go. You can go now. I had a Shetland that was this color. Reminds me a lot of that. A little softer than the Shetland. Same kind of prep though that I spun top like this. check something on the back here. Oh, sorry, I hit the camera. Is it in there? There we go. Looks fine. It just is a little. I don't know. I'm hearing clinks and clunks. I don't like. I thought maybe the connector was footman was coming loose from the treadle. Goodness. Just gonna stick to my corduroys here. piece down here. Oh, goodness. Well, let's see. I need to save a piece. So it's not probably all of this, but going to see my spinning knitting friend tomorrow. Spend a couple hours with her and gonna get there around 10 a.m. I really should bake up some muffins or something to take. They're quick. I use those little cheap the muffin mixes. But you know, one of her daughters has a peanut allergy. And to be really honest with you, I have always been afraid to bake anything or make anything and take to her because, you know, I just don't know how sensitive it is, her allergy, and I sure wouldn't want to try. I wouldn't deliberately put peanuts in anything, but some people are really sensitive. I think that's the reason I haven't made anything to take when I go visit her. I could take her a pack of coffee. I know they drink coffee. They like coffee. Just kind of thinking out loud here. I'm drinking Dr. Pepper. I like Dr. Pepper. But of course, I only drink it in the afternoons. When I set the yarn, do you use a salad spinner? No, I don't. I um, wash multiple skeins and I do it in my sink by, you know, if anything isn't natural, if it's natural, it doesn't matter. Any of the natural colors can go together. If it's got a dye, I wash it by itself. And I use um, it's a no rinse. I can't think of the name of it right now, but I don't have to rinse it. Anyway, I squeeze them out. You know, I squeeze the skeins out real well. But I have a zipper mesh bag, and I put them in there, and we put it in the washer, and we just spin it through the washer. And because it's usually I have two bags, and I'll do the same thing if I'm washing fiber. I miss Bandit. If I'm washing fiber too, I do the same thing. I put it in a. So sometime I'm washing fiber and I'll wash the skeins of yarn, you know, and then we balance it. If I don't have a balance, I'll balance it with some. I'll throw some towels in there and balance it, and I just set it at the spin cycle and run it through that, and it comes out pretty good. Um, and then I hang it up. I just hang it up. The set part comes from the hot water, right? Just putting it in the not super hot, but comfortably hot water will set the twist. And so the spinning is just to get the extra water out. Once in a while, after it comes out of the spin, I'll thwack, I'll hit the counter with it. I don't do that very often. I'm not real fond of fluffing yarn up on purpose, but yeah. But see, I wait. Like, there's a basket back there that's full of yarn, and that's waiting to be washed. Mass Bandit, I'm doing good today. How are you? Must have the day off. How wonderful. Or you Yeah, you must have the day off. I imagine you're be glad it's probably been a very, very busy weekend working because of the Super Bowl. We went, I don't remember if it was Thursday or Wednesday or Thursday. I went early. You worked an early shift. Oh, you're just in. Yeah, you are early shift. Did they close early for the like a holiday? So yes, you know what I'm talking about. It probably was crazy. It was dead. Everybody's getting home, getting their cooking done. I guess they did their shopping early too. Well, that's good. That's good. It wasn't bad for you then. Yeah, you got to go home early. Kind of like a holiday. They're open till 10. You're glad they're not there? Okay. Me too. Me too. Wow. I remember when the grocery store I had used to be 24 hours. They don't do that anymore either. I think they stay open a little later on the weekends, but weekdays, I think they close at 10 too. We're having very spring like weather here. I hope you and Knitter are also maybe warming up a little bit. My jonquils and the daffodils are blooming, and it won't be more than probably, well, we're going to go to Florida and we'll probably start mowing after we get back from Florida. So that's around the 20th of March. We're going to have to start mowing, and I've been looking at seed catalogs. I really do want to plant some spring stuff, lettuce and chard and peas, peas, and let's see what else in the spring, and then green beans and tomatoes mostly later on. Which green beans I can buy seed, but the tomatoes I always buy plants. So I was looking at seed catalogs, trying to I'll probably just buy it, go to the local and buy it from their garden center. I don't need that much. They are small raised beds. I mean, they're small gardens. There's two of them. It's near 50. Yay. We are at 56, but they do have sunshine. And boy, it just we had sunshine yesterday too. And I went and got my hair cut, and I was just jabbering away. You know, I've known the guy that cuts my hair for years and years and years, and I'm just jabbering away. He says, "You are in a good mood today." I said, "Yeah." I said, "I like the sunshine." It did. It just made me really happy. And we got it again today, 2 days in a row. It's not. It's probably nice sitting out in the sun now, but it hasn't been warm. It was 26 this morning when I got up, so we had frost on everything. I probably need to move this. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. Yeah, I know. They said the same. It's going to warm up even more next week, but there's a possibility of rain with that. Just like any springtime. Mm. I need to take a stretch break after I do this. Been at an hour. Been a pleasant hour. This is just wonderful spinning. I did not get good sleep last night, unfortunately. I yawn a lot during streams. I guess I get so relaxed when I'm spinning. Mm. Ah. I remember when I was working, I loved it when we were slow, which was in the hospital hardly ever. But just, yeah, once in a while, they'd kind of take turns who got to go home on. I was on second shift. But, you know, the thing about that, I didn't mind losing the hours. But some people were like, I can't lose those hours, right? They were worried if we were too slow that oh, then maybe the hospital would start thinning the employees. So it is a concern if you really count every hour that you work and depend on that in your paycheck. That is a important part of that. I was, lucky enough. Hubby was working, and it just was okay if I lost some of those hours. It didn't happen very often, though, anyway. I just remember how cool it was to come home in the daylight, because I always would get off at 9:30, be driving home, and it was always dark, even in the summertime. It's like, wow, this feels like I have a day ahead of me. There's daylight. Yeah, you can't really afford to lose the hours, but you can't sit there and do nothing either. It's too boring. Oh, gotcha on that one. Especially because they would really frown on reading or anything like that to help pass the time. And I'm sure they're the same with you, and so, yeah, can't get on the internet. Yep. Yeah, they don't want you doing that while they're paying you. Can't have a book or anything out. Yeah. Oh, that's so boring. I would can't have your phone out. It would drive me crazy too. Um, the one thing we had is we had to answer the phone. There was a lot of phone calls. There was always phone calls to answer. So this is interesting music. Oh, for Pete's sakes, my last stream, which would have been Tuesday, no, Thursday night, got part of it muted. One song muted. It's just I haven't had that happen for a long time. Um, I used to get muted a lot when I was using Pretzel, so I quit using Pretzel and I've been using ChillHop and I haven't had any trouble at all. That's the first mute I've gotten in almost a year of using ChillHop. But yep, got muted. I used to send in a request for unmuting, but I just don't care. The only thing is I archive the streams on YouTube, and um, I just have to be careful to make it private when there's a mute. I don't want a public one out where it's muted, so. Oh, that's interesting. I hadn't noticed that. Um, that you just don't do that. You don't have music on. Um, I don't know. I just don't talk all the time or enough. There's a lot of times where I'm sitting there listening to the music while I'm spinning. So you know. Of course, I could always do music in my ear uh, from another source and not put it on the stream. That would give me the music. I don't know. Whew, I got chill. Wow. Furnace isn't running at all. And it's getting kind of chilly in here. I could turn the heater on, I guess. You don't talk much either, which bothered me, but they said it doesn't bother them. Okay. Well, that's good to know. It might keep new people from coming in, but my ear core community is happy and I still get new followers, so that's good. That's good to know. Well, and I do have the possibility of the mic picking up the spinning wheel sound too, which is, you know, uh, therapeutic. I can't remember what the ASDR or whatever that is. I'm sorry, I don't remember what the letters are, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, ASMR. I was close. MR. ASMR. Yeah. Because I had a viewer tell me that once, oh, that's your stream is really good for that, and I had to look it up and see what they were talking about. But I think they were just talking about the visual more than yeah, more than anything. But I have started writing down which one I am playing with my notes, which one I'm playing from Chill Hop. Trying not to pick the one that got me the mute the first time, right? Pick that again. I don't want to pick it again. I probably did, but I'm trying because they do give you the name of the song. All right. Let's see here. What? probably the longest I've gone without saying anything. I have nothing to talk about today at all. Been sitting here thinking about I'm going to go see my friend tomorrow, and usually I take something along to knit, or I have taken the Nano to spin, but I'm not going to do that. It's easier just to take something to knit. I don't, I don't know. Just don't really have anything in mind to take. I am spinning a fiber called Blue Face Leicester. It's wool. It's a breed of sheep, and it's natural colored. Um, so it's kind of a gray brown color. And it's going to be plied with this bobbin, which has lots of colors. You can see the yellow, and I mean it has all sorts of colors because it was a box that had small amounts of progression in a rainbow for the Advent. There were 24 different colors. So I'm going to put this with that to make my 2-ply. This was, I purchased it already prepped to spin. So it's real nice spinning. Very easy. I am going to finish this in this stream. This is 4. Can't be 4 ounces. Can't believe it can't be 4 ounces. I should have weighed it. I just thought it was 4 ounces, but I also thought it would take me longer to spin it, so I don't think it was 4 ounces. It doesn't really matter. It just spun up faster than I thought it would. I used to have the weight of these bobbins written down. I've lost track of that now. I don't have it anymore. So this was 2 ounces, and my what I'm going to spin next is 4. This is Romney. Yeah, that's 4 ounces. I'm going to continue on this bobbin with it. It's very, very close in color. It's a little more brown, but that's all right. Uh, I don't mind the ply changing colors a little bit. Make the yarn a little interesting. Ow. My shoulder just cracked. Popped. Didn't crack, it just popped. Crackled. Mess Bandit, I just saw your message about email. Email is, I hardly ever look at it anymore. And I go through and I clear it out, all the, what happens if you order something online, they want your email and all those, and it just seems like I can never get it. I'm never caught up. I just what happens is, oh, hubby can't drive, so when I'm driving, he scrolls through email while we're going somewhere on his phone, and he's pretty good about if there is something there that needs attention, which is never. It's mostly like, well, there's a deal at this restaurant, and here they got this going on. It's mostly advertising, that kind of thing, and we can maybe make plans to do something or something like that because he's caught it. But I don't get anything significant in email. Thank goodness, because I don't pay attention to it. I used to, but I sure don't anymore. I used to actually talk to people by email. I don't do that anymore either, right? I instant message them. Well, I didn't get a good join that time. Let me fix that. You got $300 worth of magnets for $15 from a coupon in your email this morning before work from Shutterfly. Yes, those are nice. With the photos? Yeah, good deal. I get the free books. Um, you know, when they offer I put pictures from our cruises and our things like that, and get those little books. I like those. I have a couple magnets on my fridge from them, but mostly that's what I do is the book. You got your emotes on them to use as giveaways. I'll be darned. Okay. Yeah, I haven't looked at that. Yeah, I just have never set up any kind of giveaways. I probably should look into it, but I just haven't done it. I'm just not ahead of the game on the streaming. I'm always running in and getting on after, being somewhere and doing something and all that. So, trying to, too many multitasks, I guess. You do on your stream anniversary and your birthday streams for sure. Yeah. Yeah. My birthday would be in May, and the stream anniversary, anniversary would be in, I think, June or July. Of course, there's always holidays too, but end of this is kind of messy. Not real organized. Ooh, I'm cold. I have finally hit the point where I'm chilly. Um, because the furnace just is not running. There's too much sunshine coming in and hitting the thermostat, right? Doesn't need to, it's not registering that it needs to run. Uh, my dining room faces west. The windows are west, so that's where the thermostat is. Well, and you know, the other thing that I never developed a logo either for the stream, and that's part of it too. I thought a lot about it, and I didn't go to anybody, but you know, it. Since I really didn't come up with a logo, that's what you would put on your giveaways. At least I would. You have a your little raccoon is always. I mean, that's really cute. Goes right with you, and your name and everything. You're giving away two coasters and a bookmark, diamond painted, and a magnet, and we'll include stickers with your logo on too. You think, oh, well, that's fun. Yeah, those bookmarks you do are nice. I've seen those on the stream. Might do another. I have not done any diamond painting. I haven't gotten any kit or gotten the tools for it or anything. You need to get planning your activities. I just know you want to do 3 activities for approximately 2 hours each. If I can find my backup mic. Oh, okay. My wireless mic only holds a 4.5 hour charge. It's charged? And you'd really like to go up to 5 or 6. Oh. Yeah, I'm plugged in. My headphone is plugged in. So I could see the wire. I have wireless headphones that I had to charge, and um, they would only talk to certain things, and I was. It's much easier just to plug in. So, but you're right about, it seems like what my projects just go on stream after stream after stream, right? I don't have short-term projects really. It seems like. Let's see, I don't want to. Okay, next, after I'm all done with this, I'm really happy with that. That makes me feel very productive to get this much spun today. And such pretty single after my Cormo that I've been working with. It was so crappy. Now, Tuesday I'll be doing something else, but then Thursday night I'll start spinning the second fiber that goes on here for the plying. You got the wireless so you could do the machine embroidery. Yes, and be away from the computer. That makes perfect sense. I could do the same thing. I could do my drum carding and stuff like that, if I had that. But I don't have it. One that works. A little bit ago, I looked at Twitch and um, JK was streaming. Let me go ask her. I gotta plug in so I can hear her, what she says here.
Space Tales, hello. Hi, you're ending your stream. Will you be on for a bit? So, shall I raid? We'll be on for a little while yet. The kid's been asleep for a while, so there's no guarantees. But yes, if you would like to, we would be happy to have you all come in.
Okay.
We're talking about knitting things. And I'm ignoring my pattern at the moment. But
Okay, I muted her. I am going to raid JK. And we'll do it fairly quick. She's not going to be on much longer, but that's okay. You can go say hi. Hey, JK. Thank you for hanging out, Mass Bandit. I've enjoyed talking to you. Yeah, okay. So, you all, let me switch here and say a proper goodbye. I will be back Tuesday morning. Take care, everybody, and see you whenever. Let's go raid JK Knits. Bye.
it's a thing. Morning Rose says defend, defend! Throws cabinet toys and hides in a box, yay! Yarn Spinners raid! Hey y'all, defend! Let's throw some catnip toys and hide in a box. Welcome in y'all, welcome in. Welcome in Mass Bandit. How are you guys doing today? What kind of crafting were you doing? I think I saw you were spinning earlier. How did your stream go? I kind of lurked for a minute and then ran away. But what is everybody working on? I am JK Knits for you, and I just realized y'all probably are stuck in an ad, so I should probably be a little bit more patient. You were spinning BFL. Ooh, my